Hello, BITians. My name is Suprotik Ghosh. I'm from the batch of 1983, that's 83 to 87. My branch was electrical engineering. And I now live in Northern Virginia, which is right outside Washington, D.C. And I've been asked by the Vitosa team to actually provide some comments on how life is and where I live, and what are some of the things that are appealing to me, and how do I, what are the things I miss in India and things like that. So, as I told you, I live in Washington, D.C., and the reason I came to this country is because prior to coming, I actually worked in India for about 4 years. And what really kind of frustrated me was all the bureaucracy, the babu culture, the difficulty of getting things done. Now, please note that this is early 90s. A lot of things have changed since then. India has become a much open economy, and also a lot of the things that we used to not take for granted is much easier today. So India has changed, but that was then and this is now. So those are things that really appeal to me. That I was coming to a country that was easier to get things done, easier to achieve your goals, easier to buy a house and things like that. Now, what I really miss is all my family, my friends, the food. Definitely, those are things I miss, and I do look forward to my annual trips back to Kolkata, where my mother and my brother and rest of my family is. What are some of the life lessons you have learned during your career? I think one of the most important things I've learned is that there is no substitute for hard work. If you put in hard work and you are honest, you will achieve your goals. Now, several of us in the engineering field are not very marketing oriented, right? We cannot sell ourselves. We are not very glib at talking, but that's okay. There is a place for people like that, but for some of us who are more technical, I think the most important thing is be yourself, be authentic, be focused on what you think is important, and never ever compromise on your goals and your morals. Ethics is one of the most important things. It's not taught enough in different places, especially in engineering schools. Ethics is very important. There is no shortcut to making money, or there's no shortcut to reaching a certain echelon. I think working hard and getting to the appropriate grades in your career or appropriate grades in your life is very, very important. I think that is one of the most important things. As a newcomer to the USA, what would be my advice to Pedosa alumni? I'll tell you, I've met a lot of people coming from BIT in the last couple of years, and I think the most important thing is to, wherever you're coming to this country, reach out to the Bitosa alumni. This is your family. We're here to help you. We have a lot of events. If you're alone in a city and there's it's like Thanksgiving or Christmas and you have no place to go, reach out to your Bitosa family. We are your family away from family. Why did you assimilate in the country you live in? I think I've talked about this already. That I think I found meritocracy and the ability to work hard and reach certain goals to be very important, and I was able to get that easily in this country. Now, not that those things were not available in India today. Remember, it was not available in 90 1990 when I decided to come to this country. Some of the best practices you'd like to share with the alumni? I think I've shared several of them already. Being authentic, being true to yourself, being ethical, being hardworking, and there's no substitute for these. And these are things that you will find throughout your life, that these will hold you in good stead wherever you go. Um, what can India as a country do to get people like you to contribute more to the economy? I think what we can do is invest in India. If you're working with companies, work with them to open divisions in India. Also, and if you feel that you're up to it, work with NGOs in India. India needs a lot of help in different ways, and there are a lot of good NGOs. And find those good NGOs, work with them, raise funds from not only Indians, there are non Indians too who are more than happy to contribute and make a positive contribution. There are a lot of 501(c)(3)s, which are basically not for profits, and you can get a tax deduction. Work with them, try and contribute to the have nots in India. There's a lot of have nots, and there's a lot of work that can be done in things like mental health, in hygiene, in primary education, and things like that. And if you're ever in Washington, D.C., do look us up. I'm happy to host you and get you introduced into the Washington, D.C. Bitosa Circle. With that, thank you very much for your time.